But I'd like to get back to you, Dr. Afiz, and that's because I understand that you may not be staying the full circle with us. Earlier, when you spoke, you talked about the patients themselves being the issue. And I'm thinking, is it really the patients? What about the issue of distractions, or if you like, I really do not know what the issues are around medical personnel. Maybe you can tell me, medical professionals, because these days you go to the hospital, whether because there are so many patients on the queue, they don't want to even listen to what your symptoms are. I say that from a personal experience. Say you're taking a child and you're trying to explain what you have noticed over time and all that. The doctors are just in a hurry to, send you go for this and go for that. They already suspect something even before you're trying to explain what you're going through. So speak to us around that. The fact that medical professionals, I really cannot say what it is. Whether it's a distraction on your part, or if it's the fact that they already have perceived ailments affecting Nigerians. So, once you come, they just say, this is likely what you're going through. Speak about that. And just before you respond, to our viewers, you're free to send questions and comments. And of course, if you have experiences, we want to hear all of them. The number is on the screen, but I'll just mention it for emphasis. 0816-968-8126. We're already having messages, but respond to that.
Okay, all right, thank you. Shortly before I respond to that, let me quickly say something on what the scenario Dr. Abiodun painted. It's actually a bit weird for a doctor to go ahead to perform a cesarean on a pregnancy he hasn't confirmed. I really doubt if that person is a doctor. So many people are parading such cases around. It's very weird. It's I can't really fathom the how. If that's really happening, then it's a serious crisis. That's that. Then on the second matter I talked about regarding the equipment, yes, I really agree with him. I'm coming to the question. Like now, I saw a patient. We see some patients where, patient came with symptoms of CNS problem, convulsion, vomiting, headache, all those things. We did brain imaging. We saw multiple brain tumors. And once you see multiple lesions, most likely it's a secondary, that is, it's spreading from somewhere. We find it extremely difficult to detect the primary. The only diagnostic tool that is like to pick that with high level of sensitivity is a PET CT scan. And in Nigeria, it's just only one center that has it, and it's in Lagos. And you have to book ahead. That's on one side. A patient had been treated for cancer, breast cancer, declared cancer-free. 5 years later, she came to me just like 2 months ago with evidence of spread, recurrence, and spread to the spine. Immediately I did the MRI. I said, no, what I'm saying here shows that you have had a cancer in the past, and the cancer is back, and that spread to your spinal cord. I took her in for surgery, destabilization, took specimen, sent it to the lab. The lab confirmed that it's a metastatic lesion. What could have been done in our follow-up is to do a PET CT scan that will show the whole body, looking for evidence of spread. But it's only one center that has it in Nigeria, and it's a private center in Lagos.
In Nigeria?
In the whole country. Just Mikio that has it in Lagos. And you have to book a lot of months ahead. So, and it's very expensive again. I think per whatever is around 700,000.
Of course, monopoly will drive prices.
Okay, so that's just on that regarding the infrastructure deficit that you talked about. So going back to your question, I look at it, I'm going to look at it in two ways. Individual factor is there, and also the systemic factor. Systemic factor being that a doctor is in a center overseeing, like, at the particular consultation, seeing like 200 patients. It happens in Nigeria. Go to most of those PHCs, some of those general hospitals. Just one doctor is managing the hospital. We are all human. And you can't expect the doctor to give his best. And all the patients on the queue, they want attention at that particular point in time. So definitely the doctor will be taking scanty history. That's on one side. On the second side is individual issue. We are all different. My own consultation, I am not in a hurry. Patients outside, excuse me, please, kindly wait. I'm trying to take my time with this patient. I must make sure I get everything and explain the details of your problems to you and show you the MRI. These are all the problems. Tell the treatment options, what the other options you have, the likely complications, all those things, and explain the details. So that has to do with individual issue. So those are the two ways by which I look at it.